Today we're going to break down home inspection. When should you absolutely do it and when can you skip it, maybe to win in a competitive market? So let's break it down. Hi guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. This is Lyne, your real estate agent in New Jersey, and today we are on my sofa. Just a bit more of a casual video, but an important video. A home inspection is so important. It could cost you thousands of dollars or save you thousands of dollars. So here in New Jersey, what is a home inspection? So a home inspection is going to cover things like the roof, water damages, electrical system, the foundation of the home, all of the plumbing, the HVAC system. All of these things are going to be checked just to see the condition, if they need repairs, what is up with this home. So when does the home inspection happen? It actually doesn't happen before you make an offer. It's not like, okay, let me go make a home inspection on this home, and if it comes out good, then I'm going to make an offer on the home. It actually doesn't work like that. The home inspection in New Jersey, the home process in New Jersey is you like a home, you put an offer on the home, the offer is accepted. Now that it's accepted, 3 days attorney review period. I have made a video on the attorney review period, which is this 3 business days. Make sure that you check that video. It's a very important part of the home buying process. So you make an offer, your offer is accepted, 3 business days of attorney review period. Once that's done, the contract is now binding. We are scheduling the inspection. So you may be thinking, well, if I made an offer and the offer is now accepted, after the 3 days attorney review, now I'm in a contract that is binding, and now I have to make an inspection. What if anything comes up in the inspection and I'm stuck now in this binding contract? This all comes down to contingencies, in other words, conditions that you put in the contract at the time of putting the offer down. So in a nutshell, okay, don't worry about having the inspection later, because in your offer, you can say, I'm making an offer if there is no issue with the roof, if this and this and that, if this and this and that. So when you make the inspection, the report comes up and it says that there's actually issues with all of the things that you stated as condition in the contract. Now we discuss with the seller. You can come out if the seller is not willing to or repair it, or give you a seller concession, that means money back at the closing table for you to fix it, or renegotiating the price of the home. So you are going to be covered, but it all depends on the conditions. This is why it's important to have a realtor that explains to you how to make an offer to protect you down the line. I just sold a home in South Brunswick. It was a townhouse, and during the inspection we realized that the chimney was actually not working. The seller didn't even know, because for them it was more like a cosmetic thing and they never used it. But my buyer really wants to use the chimney. So obviously we had the chimney guy coming as part of the inspection, and the report came out that the chimney was actually installed wrongly and it didn't work. So that's in the report. So now what we managed to get is a $5,000 seller concession, which means that the seller gives my buyer $5,000 back at the closing table, just for them to fix it themselves. So when should we absolutely make sure that we do a home inspection? First of all, I would say if the home is an old home, don't even think about it. Do the home inspection, do the full thing. You absolutely need to know what is the state of that home, because a roof replacement can cost you like 20 grand. A HVAC replacement can cost you 20 grand as well. And you do not want that risk. You need to know exactly what you're getting into. If it's a new construction, I'm not saying to skip it, but most of the time the new construction would have a home warranty, maybe like 5 years or 10 years, that covers the foundation of the home, the structural system of the home. So you are less at risk, because if anything happens within that first 5-10 years, you are covered by the builder of the new construction. So yeah, old homes, very important, do your home inspection. Second time that is very important to do home inspection is for first time home buyers. You don't even know what to look in your home. You don't have the knowledge, you don't know what to look for. do the home inspection, because that guy is knowledgeable. He knows what to look for in a home. You don't know. I know some things, but I'm not a certified home inspector. So there's only so much that I can tell you to look into. You know what I mean? So have the home inspection, make sure that you know exactly what's up with the home. Another time that is very important for you to make a home inspection is if you actually see in the home yourself that there's cracks everywhere, that there's this things leaking. You can see that there's mold, like you can see it yourself. Because a lot of the things sometimes come in the report and it's not visible things, but sometimes you can see, okay, this home has issues. I need to make an inspection to actually know how much all of this would really cost if I wanted to go ahead with it. The fourth time that I would say make sure that you do your home inspection fully is if it's a really buyer friendly season right now in the market. The inventory of home is like popping. There's a lot of homes on sale. So your home doesn't have 10 offers. It's just really you that wants the home. It's been sitting on the market for a long time. Like all of these things that are in your advantage, make sure that you do the full inspection and that you talk to the seller. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. What can we do? You know? You have more of an upper hand to negotiate, do your full inspection, and get money back or get a better negotiation on the price of the home. And if you're the only buyer, there's no point of taking unnecessary risk. Now let's talk about when you could potentially skip a home inspection. If the market is very competitive, which is the case right now as we speak, the market is a increased high seller market. The inventory is low. As soon as there's a home that comes on the market, everybody is rushing to it. You have like a lot of offers on home at the same time. So you are competing with a lot of people to get the home. The more annoying you're going to be for the seller, the less you are likely to get that home. Example, you like a home, it's an older home, there's things to fix and things like that. Nothing crazy, but there are things to fix. But there's 5 other offers. The best offers is not always going to be the one that puts the higher price as an offer. Let me tell you that it's not always the highest that wins. Sometimes it's your closing date. How soon can you close is what's going to make you win. Sometimes is, are you actually going to be waiving things to make my life as a seller easier? You waiving appraisal, you waiving inspection, you waiving all of these things. So my life is easier. I don't have to worry about anything or repair anything or look into anything. We're just going to sell the house. Sometimes that is what's going to make you competitive and win the offer. So you have to be strategic. Am I winning it by putting a high offer, or am I winning it because I am waiving so many things? I'm not going to bother the seller. I'm just going to buy the house the way it is to make his life easy. So that's when you want to potentially skip an inspection just to win in a bidding war, but that's at your own risk, because if anything comes up in the inspection report, if you do one later, it's going to be at your own cost. Another thing that I already mentioned, if it's a new construction, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, because sometimes the builder might have actually built the house quickly and not pay attention to different things, and it's not actually built the right way in certain places. So an inspection would see that, but you are less of a risk, specifically if there is a warranty on the house. Another one, if you're trying to do a fixer-upper, so you're trying to buy the house, fix it cosmetically, fix it, maybe the foundation, just do like a whole upgrade, a whole renovation. You're trying to sell it at a higher price. So really and truly, you don't really care about the state of the house, because you're going to do a lot of upgrades yourself and you have the budget to do that already. So you don't really care. And another one that I'm going to say, you can afford to skip a home inspection if you know that finances is not an issue for you. You love the home. That's all that matters for you. You love that location. You just want the house so bad, and you have the finances to cover any surprises. The HVAC is about to die or is not working, you need to change it. It's 20 grand, but you're like, you know what? It's okay. Like, we got the money, we're going to cover it. The roof has issues. It's okay. We got the money, we're going to cover it. If that's your mindset in terms of finances, skip the inspection. If you see that there's a lot of offers and you're trying to win this home, you love it so much, okay, skip it. It doesn't matter. You know that you're going to fix anything. You have the finances. You're not going to put yourself in financial risk, right? Cool. You can skip it. Now, an alternative, which I have had to do with some of my clients to put an offer down, instead, because it's a competitive market and they really wanted the home, but instead of waiving fully the inspection because it is still a risk, is to limit the inspection. So instead of focusing on every single thing that you see in the house, just limit it to environmental, structural, the major safety of the house, and sewer line. Like, these things are the most important things. So you're not going to be like, okay, I've seen that the door downstairs is not working. Like, you're just going to be annoying. They're not going to pick your offer if it's a bidding war, you know? Like, you just want to make sure that environmentally, like, your health is not at risk. It is not like hidden mold, and then you're gonna get into the house, and 2 months down the line you have like health issues because of the house. And foundation, like major safety, making sure that while you're having dinner the roof is not gonna collapse on you, right? We just need to have these major things to look into, and we're not going to focus on any minor repair that the home may need. So I hope this gives you a better understanding of what is an inspection, when it is absolutely needed to do, and when you could potentially skip it. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and send it to somebody that is a first-time home buyer, or potentially just right now in the home buying process and the need to have this information. If you're looking to buy, sell, or potentially relocate to New Jersey, because there's a lot of people that are looking to come here, get in touch. Let's get it cracking. We can have a consultation, discuss the market, your goals, and how we can achieve them. God bless you.